In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 26, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Brooklyn Nets vs. Detroit Pistons. On Tuesday, December 26, the Brooklyn Nets embark on an away game against the Detroit Pistons. The Nets' recent performance has been less than stellar, with 6 losses in their last 8 games leading up to Tuesday night. However, it's worth noting that one of their 2 victories during this period came against the struggling Pistons. Detroit, with a dismal 2-27 record, finds themselves in a challenging season. Notably, they have suffered 26 consecutive losses, tying an NBA record for the most consecutive losses in a single season. The Pistons are determined to break this streak as they face the Nets on Tuesday. The recent challenges for the Brooklyn Nets extend beyond their encounter with the Pistons. A 5-game losing streak was finally halted with a 126-115 triumph over the Pistons on Saturday. Nickel Bridges took charge, contributing 29 points and 7 assists, supported by Cam Thomas with 20 points and Cam Johnson with 18 points. The Nets showcased an impressive 52% field goal shooting and a 1-0 of 2-4 performance from beyond the arc. This dominance allowed them to establish an early double-digit lead, maintaining it until a 21-point advantage in the third quarter. Looking ahead, the Nets are set to face the Bucks and Wizards after their bout with the Pistons. Meanwhile, the Detroit Pistons find themselves in a challenging position, aiming to break a 26-game losing streak after a recent defeat to the Nets. Before the encounter with the Nets, the Pistons faced a loss to the Jazz. Despite notable individual performances, including Jaden Ivey's 23 points and 7 assists, and Cade Cunningham's 22 points, the Pistons struggled with slow starts. Their overall shooting percentages were commendable, but the early deficits proved difficult to overcome. As they seek redemption against the Nets, the Pistons are eager to reverse their fortunes. The Detroit Pistons are on the brink of setting an unwanted NBA record with the most consecutive losses in a single season. This serves as a compelling motivator for the team as they strive to perform at their best on Tuesday night. Notably, this game marks the 2nd consecutive meeting with the Brooklyn Nets, with the first encounter showing signs of improvement for the Pistons. Despite an 11-point loss, winning 2 quarters instills hope. Shifting the venue from Brooklyn to Detroit presents a favorable opportunity for the Pistons, considering the Nets' less than impressive 5-8 road record and a minus 4.8 points differential in away games. Jaden Ivey emerges as a bright spot in the Pistons season, displaying impressive performances with 23 and 24 points in the last 2 games. With the Nets likely focusing their defense on Cade Cunningham, Ivey has the potential to shine, particularly if matched up against the defensively challenged Cam Thomas. The Pistons may exploit the Nets' vulnerability at the rim due to the absence of a dominant inside presence. Playing at home post-Christmas gives the Pistons an advantage, while the Nets face the challenge of traveling during the holiday season. Detroit aims to capitalize on these factors, looking to secure a victory and break their losing streak. The Nets, with a 7-6 record against the spread on the road, face a formidable challenge, so the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In recent games, Brooklyn demonstrated offensive prowess, scoring 117 points against the Nuggets and an impressive 126 points against the Pistons. However, the Pistons continue to struggle defensively, conceding 123 or more points in 7 of their last 8 games. The Nets, too, face challenges on the defensive end, allowing at least 121 points in 4 of their last 5 games. Detroit's recent offensive performance, averaging 111 points in the last 5 games, suggests an opportunity to exploit the Nets' shaky defense. The over-under dynamics are compelling in this matchup. The over is 3-1 in the Nets' last 5 games, indicating a trend of high-scoring contests. Similarly, Pistons games have seen the over prevail, with a 17-12 record this season. Brooklyn's overall performance also aligns with the over, boasting a 15-13-1 record in this regard. Given the defensive vulnerabilities of both teams, an expectation of high-scoring action prevails. Consequently, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Orlando Magic versus Washington Wizards. The upcoming clash at the Capital One Arena between the Orlando Magic and the Washington Wizards on Tuesday evening promises an intriguing spectacle in Eastern Conference action. The Magic currently occupy the 4th spot in the East with a commendable 17-11 record, fresh off a gratifying 117-110 road victory against the Indiana Pacers last Saturday. In contrast, the Wizards find themselves in the 14th position with a challenging 5-23 record, having recently suffered a 129-118 road loss against the Golden State Warriors. This encounter marks the third of 4 games between the two teams, with the Magic securing victories in the initial 2 matchups. Having faced a recent downturn, the Orlando Magic experienced a series of setbacks, losing 6 of their last 9 games. However, their fortunes took a positive turn as they halted a 4-game skid with a hard-fought 117-110 triumph over the Pacers. Paolo Banchero played a pivotal role, contributing 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Franz Wagner and Gary Harris added 24 and 15 points, respectively. Despite squandering a 15-point lead, the Magic displayed resilience, shooting 53% from the field and employing stellar defense to limit the Pacers to just 18 points in the decisive 4th quarter. Conversely, the Washington Wizards are grappling with their own struggles, having lost 9 of their last 11 games. Their recent defeat came at the hands of the Golden State Warriors in a 129-118 road contest. Notably, Jordan Poole spearheaded the Wizards' effort with 25 points, supported by Corey Kispert's 18 points off the bench and Daniel Gafford's 15 points. Despite shooting 45% from the field and showcasing a strong second-quarter performance, the Wizards succumbed to a 3-point barrage from Stephen Curry, resulting in a 23-point deficit. As the matchup approaches, the Magic face potential roster challenges with Jalen Suggs and Joe Ingles listed as questionable. Conversely, the Wizards anticipate the return of Kyle Kuzma, providing a significant boost to their offensive capabilities. Orlando currently leads the Southeast Division, having overtaken Miami, and relies on a robust defense, allowing only 110 points per game, ranking 5th lowest in the NBA. Noteworthy is the return of Wendell Carter Jr., the team's leading rebounder, after an absence from November 2nd to December 20th. In terms of recent performance, Orlando has covered the spread in 12 of their last 18 games. Despite an even record in the last 10 matchups against the Wizards, Orlando enters the game in a more favorable position, leading the Southeast Division and boasting a healthier roster compared to the struggling Wizards. Considering their superior record against the spread and the Wizards' recent defensive struggles, Orlando emerges as the more reliable team in this contest. Washington's 1-3 record in their recent 4-game road trip further highlights their vulnerabilities. The Magic, with their 5th best scoring defense, present a compelling case here, so the Orlando Magic to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While the Magic may have experienced a recent cooling off, maintaining a 19-9 against the spread on the season underscores their overall consistency. In contrast, the Wizards' defensive deficiencies and propensity for careless mistakes make them a less appealing team to support. Orlando's success in previous encounters with the Wizards adds another layer of confidence in predicting the Magic's victory and cover in this matchup. Despite Orlando's formidable defensive prowess, the recent head-to-head history between the Magic and the Wizards suggests a different narrative. In 4 of the last 5 games and 7 of the last 8 road games in Washington, the total score surpassed expectations. This trend contrasts with the Magic's status as the 5th best scoring defense in the NBA. Washington's defensive struggles, allowing an average of 127 points per game and a 50% overall shooting percentage by opponents, point towards a game with increased scoring and fewer possessions. Moreover, Washington's league-leading pace indicates a propensity for an up-tempo style. Consequently, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Hawks versus Chicago Bulls. NBA action in the Eastern Conference resumes with an enticing matchup between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls on the day following Christmas. As the Hawks currently occupy the 11th spot in the conference standings, they find themselves trailing the Bulls, who sit at the 10th position. In their recent outings, Atlanta suffered a 125-119 defeat at home against the Grizzlies, failing to cover the spread as 1.5-point favorites. Similarly, the Bulls are coming off a 109-95 5 loss at home to the Cavaliers, falling short as 6.5-point favorites. Notably, this matchup marks the first of 3 encounters scheduled between these two teams this season. The Atlanta Hawks have encountered a challenging stretch, losing 8 of their last 11 games. Their recent setback came in a closely contested battle against the Grizzlies, where they fell short with a score of 125-119, despite a notable performance by Trae Young, who contributed 30 points and 13 assists, and commendable efforts from DeJounte Murray and Clint Capela. The Hawks couldn't secure the win. Atlanta's first-half dominance, leading by 12 points, was nullified by the Grizzlies, who capitalized on defensive lapses, allowing 75 points in the second half. This loss adds to the Hawks' struggles at home, where they hold a 4-8 record for the season. Notably, their defense struggled against the Grizzlies' dynamic duo of Desmond Bane and Ja Morant, who combined for 67 points. Conversely, the Chicago Bulls have fared relatively well, securing 8 wins in their last 12 games. However, they aim to rebound from a recent 109-95 defeat to the Cavaliers. Despite notable performances from DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, and Kobe White, the Bulls fell short, particularly in the third quarter, scoring only 16 points and allowing the Cavaliers to seize control. Jevon Carter's challenging night off the bench further contributed to the Bulls' struggles. Following this matchup, the Bulls are set to face the Pacers in their upcoming game. As the game approaches, the Hawks are closely monitoring the status of Jalen Johnson and Trae Young, both of whom are questionable. Similarly, the Bulls are anxiously awaiting confirmation on the availability of Nikola Vucevic, who is questionable due to a left adductor contusion. Atlanta's struggles extend beyond the court, as they currently hold the dubious title of the worst team against the spread in the league, covering only 7 of their 22 games. Their recent performances have fallen short of expectations, with a streak of covering only 2 of their last 14 games. In contrast, Chicago has displayed resilience during their current homestand, securing wins even against formidable opponents like the Lakers. Despite both teams grappling with injuries, the Bulls appear more adept in adapting, evident in their recent coverage of the spread in 5 of the last 6 games. Kobe White's improved performance adds to the Bulls' momentum, and the team's overall play has been more consistent, especially when compared to the Hawks' reliance on Trae Young. The narrative for the Chicago Bulls has taken a turn since Zach LaVine's absence, with a noticeable shift in their playing style. Although their 3-game winning streak came to an end against the Cavaliers, the Bulls demonstrated resilience, led by DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic. Interestingly, the Bulls have found success without LaVine, showcasing improved ball sharing and defensive prowess. While LaVine is expected to return soon, Chicago has thrived in his absence, and Kobe White's elevated role in the backcourt contributes to the team's positive trajectory. The upcoming game against the Hawks presents an opportunity for the Bulls to respond emphatically at home and overcome the disappointment of their recent loss to the Cavaliers. Undoubtedly, the Bulls are currently in their best form of the season, particularly when playing on their home court, where 9 of their 13 victories have been secured. Conversely, the Atlanta Hawks face challenges in stringing together wins, coupled with defensive struggles, resulting in their 7-22 against the spread record for the season. Notably, the Hawks' cover percentage of 24% stands out as the worst in the league. In light of these factors, the Chicago Bulls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Looking at the stylistic aspects of the game, Atlanta ranks 5th in pace, setting the stage for an energetic clash with the Bulls. Both teams take the court on the day after Christmas, having enjoyed a 3-day break. Anticipating a fresh and urgent performance from both sides, it's worth noting that the total has exceeded expectations in 5 of Atlanta's last 6 games against opponents from the Central Division, and in 4 of their last 5 overall. Chicago, in the absence of Zach LaVine, has displayed proficient shooting, with the total surpassing the set line in 11 of their last 15 games. With the projected total set at 235, a fast-paced game involving Atlanta could potentially result in a final score resembling a 125-115 outcome. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.